need a Billy trying to go and buy the public housing. Yeah, 'cause that's...
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Titans at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that already.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. A short throw taken in by Conquo. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's what it is, game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some size.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Returnable now for Allen. That's some strong running. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow.
And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Here we go. Ready.
They dial a running play here with Hill. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, Tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They go play action. Young out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well thrown by Young, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of your...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, Betts. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try the left side. Betts, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
You thought I was going to leave it open.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You can easily see the logic.
Ain't no way I leave it open like that. I hate when they leave it the middle of the field.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run here with Taylor, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Touchdown. Mike Williams. As the first half is winding down, and the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
97. Ready.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, Young. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Quick throw complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go. Ready?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw, Young. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2 yards on the play. And the Panthers first down.
First down, Young. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he works free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Betts. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Betts. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Betts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Oh, look at the juke. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards on the ground. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Betts, they follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Julian Love picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
10 cycles.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Young here to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
Here's third and a few inches.
Striker, 3-3. Hey, check mega. Set.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher